In previous episodes, we did almost talk about the Southeastern Asian philosophies, particularly giving importance to Chinese philosophy. We have talked about Confucianism, legalism, Monism. Now it is our turn to talk about Taoism, one of the prominent ancient Chinese philosophies. Taoism is a term for various philosophies and religious systems that emphasize the harmony with the Tao. Harmony with Tao, which literally means proper way. The proper way to conduct life. Taoism emphasizes on virtues such as effortless action, naturalness, simplicity and spontaneity. Taoism places less importance on norms and ritual practices of the so-called Confucianism and other ancient Chinese religions. Taoism tends to emphasize on attainment of mortality through a process of external alchemy and internal alchemy. The early forms of Taoism was developed since the 4th century BC, which is primarily influenced by the cosmological theories of the schools of naturalism. The Chinese ancient naturalists, or the so-called school of naturalists, was the tradition, as part of the tradition of yin-yang schools of thoughts. The yin-yang literally means a concept that originated in Chinese ancient philosophy, describing about the opposites, the interactions of the quite opposites, the contradictory opposites. But the yin-yang tradition emphasizes that the opposites are interconnected, as if in a self-perpetuating cycle. The opposite forces interact to form a dynamic system, a very dynamic system in which the whole is greater than all other assembled parts of elements. According to this philosophy, the universe is created itself. This universe is created by itself, out of many primarily chaos emerged by a spontaneous process of material energy, abundance of material energy. This energy immediately organized into the cycles of yin-yang, the opposites, and formed into material objects and all other living organisms existing in the universe. Yin is a passive energy of the cosmos, while Yang is active energy, repelling and expansive. This is the philosophical thought of yin-yang philosophy prevailed in ancient China. Taoism as a philosophy synthesizes the concept of yin-yang and the 5 elements. Yin-yang tradition and the 5 elements. Taoism synthesizes with it. Actually, the yin-yang philosophical schools of thoughts, the yin-yang philosophical schools of thoughts was founded by Zhou Yan. Zhou Yan is the founder of yin-yang philosophical thoughts of ancient philosophy. However, the founder of Taoism is believed to be developed as a text, Tao Te Ching. Tao Te Ching are the texts of Taoism, which was written by Lao Tzu, a great philosopher who was born in 6th century BC. Or otherwise, it is speculated that he was born in 4th century BC. He was born in Quran village nearby Henan province in China. Thereby, Lao Tzu was the founder of Taoism. Lao Tzu or Lao Tzu was the founder of Taoism, who was a legendary ancient Chinese philosopher and author of Tao teaching texts. This founder written several texts, and his most acclaimed Taoist texts remain in Tao teaching texts. And certain devotees later on believe that. Certain Taoist devotees later on believe the view that Tao teaching embodied as a book was the ancient Chinese god Lao Jun, who was incarnated as a book by the written skill of Lao Tzu. These are primarily about Taoism as a philosophy. That synthesizes the concept of yin yang and other yin yang philosophy and their five elements. The first organized form of Taoism arose in 2nd century BC. Tao teaching texts traditionally developed this philosophy in 4th century BC. The other important philosophers of Taoism are He Yang, Wang Bi, and the 7 sages of the bamboo grove. And there are also others, less significant philosophers. The 7 sages of the bamboo grove literally means a group of Chinese scholars, ancient Chinese scholars, writers and musicians who lived in 3rd century BC, who promoted the Taoist thoughts in their course of life. These are the basic tenets of or doctrines or canons of Taoism. I have already talked about several other Chinese philosophy thoughts. Now the last important Chinese philosophy is Taoism. I could only explain it in a condensed form. There are certain elaborate definitions as well. So right now let me stop this episode. In the next episode we can talk about the other less significant Chinese philosophy thoughts and other Asian countries' philosophy thoughts, including Japanese philosophy thoughts, Korean philosophy thoughts, Vietnamese philosophy thoughts, etc., etc. There are several important Chinese philosophy thoughts and religions as well. The important Japanese religion, one of the important Japanese religion, besides the Zen Buddhism, that is the Shinto religion. We can also talk about that religion as well. All in a continued manner throughout all in the coming episodes. In all the next following episodes we can talk about. Now let me stop this episode. I'm in a hurry, but that is why I can't explain vividly all these philosophical theories. So forgive me.